State of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Izetta F. Bright is presiding. While court is in session, there's no eating, drinking, smoking, gum chewing. Please do not drive. Please do not walk around excessively. Please adhere to all proper courtroom decorum at all times. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Attorney, say your last name again for me.
Duplessis, Your Honor.
Duplessis. Okay, I'm going to call first a discharge from probation, Ms. Anderson. We have a discharge order prepared. So this is case number Z8058871. Raja Anderson, please unmute yourself, Ms. Anderson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I have been presented with the from the probation department, Ken Scotty, for probation officer Farmer, an order of probation discharge indicating that you have completed all of the conditions that were set forth for probation. So I will be signing that order of probation, and you are discharged from probation, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any questions?
Does it stay on my record, or would it say will this be able to get expunged or anything?
I can't answer that. You would need to speak with someone. I can't even remember what the charge is here.
OWI?
At this time, it'll stay on your record, but they are working on new legislation to be able to expunge OWI. So stay tuned. In the next couple of years, that may be possible for you.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate the help.
You're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
Okay, now let me pull up Mr. Alwee. Okay. Miss Evans, did you say you sent Mr. Always?
Yes, I sent it.
Okay. Mr. Awi, you may unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, this is case number P1071420. The charge is, boy, my eyes here. Operating motor vehicle with no insurance. Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel, P82896. Mr. Alawi, could you state your full name for the record, please?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Abdul Alawi.
And Mr. Alawi, are you consenting to appear by Zoom rather than in person today?
Yes.
Thank you. Your
Yeah.
Honor, there was an offer that if Mr. Alawi had presented proof of valid insurance, that this case would be dismissed. He has presented me with that insurance, and I have also forwarded that over to Madam Clerk. So I would respectfully request that his charge be dismissed today.
Mr. Alawi, can you just put it up to the screen? Your insurance?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay, just put it up to the screen. Okay, no, we're not seeing that well. Madam Clerk, can you read the dates for the insurance? When was the insurance?
Effective date 9/29/19, expiration 3/29/20.
And Your Honor, this is showing that the date that he was pulled over, he did have valid insurance. He
Yes,
also has a current policy as well.
That's what I needed to check, just the date that it was issued. Okay, so per the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel, I am dismissing this case against you. And that is with a stipulation of probable cause, Counsel.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Mr. Awi, you are free to leave. Case is dismissed. Any questions?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too. Thank you all.
All right, Counsel, you say you have,
I have Demir Cortez Thomas.
okay,
The
hold
first one
on.
I have an offer.
Okay, so I'm Mr. Thomas, you can unmute yourself.
Yes.
And I am putting you in a breakout room. Okay, room 2. When you see join, please do so.
Okay.
Okay, if I can move this myself. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm going to change that. You'll go into room 1 as soon as I can get this room open here. These things are so. Waiting for technology. All right. Okay, now we're going to be able to do this.
It brought me back here. I was in
No,
the,
I know. Hold on, sir. I said I'm going to have to redo it. Okay, you're going to go into room 1, sir.
okay, not a problem.
Hold on. I'll let you know when it says you can join. All right. You should see join.
Excuse me.
Hold on, whoever's talking. Identify yourself who is talking.
Ernest Tillman. I went to the drawing room.
Who-
My name wasn't called. Ernest Tillman.
Pardon me?
Ernest Tillman. I went to the joining room, but my name wasn't called.
You weren't supposed to be anywhere, sir. Did you sign? Okay, did you sign it? Did you check in with the clerk?
Yes.
That's the, okay,
Yeah,
so,
I checked in early.
okay, you shouldn't be anywhere. You should be right where you are now. Just take your hat off, sir. Take your hat off, sir. Yes, everyone, please understand, you're in court via Zoom. So you have to be appropriate for the courtroom. Thank you.
I didn't know.
And you can mute yourself until you're.
Judge, I have a question.
Who's speaking?
Marquise Turner.
I don't see.
Marquise
Okay.
Turner.
Is he one of the iPhone people? Everybody.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Everybody's
yes,
not.
ma'am.
Wait a minute. Hold on. All of these iPhone people need to be renamed. I'm not. I don't know who's.
I have to still rename them, Your Honor. They were taken in after we went live.
Okay, you can go on and rename them, sir, and just hold on and get him first so we can take his question. But yes, clerk is going to rename.
Here or not?
Your Honor, Mr. Thomas is ready to go, and I could either put him on record or move to the next individual, whichever you would prefer.
Counsel, give me a name of who else you have, of one other person.
Anthony Allen Jr., please.
Allen. Okay, Mr. Allen,
Yes, ma'am.
you will go into room 1. Okay, I'm sorry. Has he been renamed? I don't see. I tell you
He's
what.
at the top, Your Honor. He's at the top. Anthony Dwayne Allen.
Oh, all I see is Anthony Dwayne. Okay, I didn't see. Okay. Thank you. You should see join, sir. Okay, Miss.
iPhone in the car. What is your name?
Marquise Turner.
Marquise Turner.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna rename you. I have you checked in. Go ahead and mute your phone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have 2 more iPhones. iPhone, what is your name?
My name is Malvin Taylor Jr.
No, not you, sir.
Oh,
iPhone in the car again with the gray sweatshirt. What is your name?
Dominic Toledo.
Okay. I have you checked in.
Say it again, please.
I have you checked in. Go ahead and mute your phone.
Okay. I got my license suspended for
Okay, you have to hold on, sir. Hold on. Mute your phone until your name is called.
Okay.
Okay. I have 2 more iPhones out here.
Hussein Almiahi.
Spell your last name, sir.
ALMEAHI.
First name Hussein.
Yes, ma'am. HUSSEIN.
Okay, hold on. Okay. The last iPhone. Scratching your head. I sent you a text, a chat to unmute your phone.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. What is your name?
Mahmoud Al-Wahili.
Spell your last name, sir.
ALWAHAILY.
Oh. What's your first name?
MAHMOOD.
Okay, I have you checked in, sir. Go ahead and mute your phone. Go ahead and mute your phone until your name is called.
Ms. Edwards, I believe an attorney has checked in for
Your Honor, I'm ready for the next individual when you are.
Did I do right, man?
Hold tight for me for just a moment, Mr. Allen, okay?
I'm sorry. Okay, thank
You're okay. And could I have Mr. Tillman whenever you have a moment?
Yes. Hello.
Just a second, Mr. Tillman.
Okay.
Man, what is
Mr. Tillman, unmute yourself, please.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is there a way I could talk back to the attorney?
Who is this speaking?
This is Mr. Thomas.
Well, you'll have to wait, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Okay. Mr. Tillman?
Yes.
Okay, when you see join, please do so. You'll speak with Attorney Duplessis regarding your case today.
Okay.
Attorney Mohammed Al-Shar, I can't see your entire name. You can unmute yourself. Good morning.
morning.
Your name? Okay, now I
This is
see your, I'm sorry. Your name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Patrick Bahri. I'm an attorney standing in for Mohammed Al-Sharnubi. My P number is P84539.
Wait a minute, hold on, sir. I don't need all that quite yet. I'm just trying to find out who you're here for so that I can try and address your case.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here for Akil Al-Talakani.
Okay. And Ms. Edwards, was he able to get the recommendations for Mr. Al-Talakani?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Okay. Would you send that to him so that we can proceed on that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Attorney Shulman, would you unmute yourself, please?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you?
Very good.
And you are here for?
Mr. Awa Haley.
Okay. This is an arraignment on the bench warrant.
That's correct.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Ms. Edwards, is there a recommendation for Al Haley?
I'm locating the file, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let me know. I just would like to get it to him and get the attorney on to his next case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, can I have Sheena Allen next, please?
Yes, you may. Ms. Allen, you may unmute yourself.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I'm going to send you in room 1 to speak to Attorney Duplessis regarding your case, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, oh, she's at the bottom instead of alphabetically. Okay, you should see join now.
Attorney for last name Altalaqani.
Yes, I'm his attorney. Akil Al-Talqani.
Yes, could you call the courtroom, please?
Pardon?
Could you call the courtroom, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Clerk.
Oh, I apologize.
965-2405.
Could you please repeat that?
Yes, 965-2405.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So I just want to give you that heads up now. So you can take that.
Your Honor, can I have Ian Acox next, please?
Wait a minute, hold on. What I would like you to do, I have some people. I'd rather get to the pretrials that are scheduled for pretrials because they've already been here once, and then we can do the arraignments on the bench warrants. So do you have, let's see, do you have Mr. Let's see, Antonio Ingram? Did you do, and do you have Antonio Ingram's?
Let me see. I do not have an offer for, oh, wait, hang on. I have one more email I didn't open. All right, so I do not have an offer for Antonio Ingram.
Okay, if you're looking at your list, then anyone that you have scheduled for pre-trial that you have.
Let's see. We have Hussein Almihi, Norman Anderson.
Okay, no, just if you just give me one, that's all we need is whoever you have. You say Almeahi?
Yes, I'm just checking that I have an offer for him.
Okay, I'm going to send you in Mr. Almeahi. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay. Can you come
Mary,
on screen?
can I get the offer for him, please?
Do you have it?
I do not. I'm going through all the emails right now.
Okay, I thought you were calling those that you did have.
Sorry, I just looked at the top of the list. Let's see. I don't have an offer for him.
Wait a minute, hold on. Yes. Okay, yeah, would you please
Going
send
straight
that?
through, see, I have an offer for. What are you here for?
Anybody on the pretrial list? Yes.
Let's see. Dominic Toledo, what are you here for?
Do you have Mr. Allen?
At the top of the list, he's here for an arraignment on a bench warrant, and we just spoke. Bernard Allen is also a pretrial.
Well, I'm sorry, there's more than one Allen. Bernard Allen is
I
the
just looked at
pretrial.
that.
I apologize, yes.
I do not have Bernard Allen's offer either.
Okay. Okay, Madam Clerk, could you send over Almeahi and Bernard Allen? I also see Norman Anderson is here for a review, so we need to see what's with that, with the probation department, I guess. Okay, so then meanwhile, Who was it that you were asking for, since we don't have any of?
Let's see. I'll go back through. I can do Ian
Said
Acox.
Acox. Okay, Mr. Acox, unmute yourself, please.
And Your Honor, I know we have some retained counsel here for a pretrial as well as a arraignment.
We have addressed those.
Okay.
We have addressed those.
Cross them off my list.
Yes, we have addressed those that are retained counsel. Mr. Acox?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to send you into a room to speak with the court-appointed attorney regarding your case. When
Okay.
you see join, please do so.
Okay.
You should see join.
Okay.
Ernest Tillman, you're going to need to get off camera if you're going to go to sleep. So can't.
Your Honor, we have Probation Officer McCall in the courtroom for Norman Anderson for review. Attorney for last name Alwahali.
Yes.
Could you please call the courtroom?
Yes, I will.
965-2405.
Got it.
Miss Edwards,
Yes.
You said McCall, Probation Officer McCall?
Yes.
Okay, we
Norman
need.
Anderson for review.
Yes, okay, so I do need for Mr. Anderson to speak with I'm sorry, the attorney to speak with Ms. McCall prior to her giving her review.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to put, and if Miss McCall, well, she's going to need to come on camera at some point. But Miss Attorney Duplessis, I'm going to, oh, well, I need for her to, Probation Officer McCall, I really need for her to be able to speak with the attorney. So I guess they don't really need to be coming to the courtroom as more, unless they're just going to have a discharge order. Probation Officer McCall,
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
Can you see me?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
Okay. Hold on, they're gonna fix it right now, Your Honor.
Okay. How are you? Well, my concern is that before you give your review and let you know that the attorney has an opportunity to speak with you and her client, unless the review is, you know, strictly to discharge or whatever.
Is it possible that I can call her?
Certainly.
Pardon me?
Absolutely.
Is it possible that I can contact the attorney by phone? Before I
Oh.
go on?
Before you do what?
Before we have a review?
Yes, but okay, and then Attorney Duplessis, you'll need to speak to Mr. Anderson.
Sure. Could
Okay.
I talk to Ms. McCall first, and then I'll talk to Mr.
Oh,
Anderson?
yes, that's the way it would have to go, and that's what I intend to do. I just want to make sure we are on the same page.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't know, you want her to call the courtroom?
Yes, that'd be fine.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am Clerk, could you send me the courtroom number in the chat, please?
Oh, it's 965-2405.
Your Honor, are you okay if I do that right now?
I need for you to do that right now. Yes. Attorney El Shaba,
Yes, Your
are
Honor.
you ready? Are you ready to proceed on your case?
No, not yet, Your Honor. I'm still trying to contact my client. If you could please give us some more time, I'd really appreciate it.
All right. Well, you just need to let the court clerk know when you're ready to proceed on your case. Thank you.
No problem. How would I do that, Your Honor?
You have the courtroom number?
I'll just give him a call. Yes, I was just making sure.
No, the court clerks. Do you have the courtroom number? Do you want it?
Please.
313-965-2405.
Yes, I have that number. Thank you so much.
Okay, let her know when you're ready.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Attorney Schulman.
Yes, Your Honor. I just need about 2 minutes. and I
Well,
think we'll
just
be
let
ready.
the court clerk know when you're ready to proceed. I won't keep, you know, there's no way I know that you're ready.
Is
So
there any
just
way
let
that I
the
can?
court clerk, pardon me?
Sure. Is there any way I can get a breakout room with my client for a second?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
And your client is
Mr. Awa Haley?
Mr. Awa Haley, please unmute yourself. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with your attorney.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. So room 2. As soon as I find names here. You should see the join now.
Yep.
Thank you.
iPhone that's looking up at the ceiling. What is your name? I need to rename you. For some reason, your name went away. What is your name?
Anthony Tyson.
Anthony Tyson. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, may I speak with Mr. Norman Anderson?
Counsel.
Yes.
No, I want you to speak back with Mr. Who was it that indicated they wanted to speak back with Mr. Thomas?
Mr. Thomas, yes.
Okay, would you speak back with him and then we will handle, we will address his case and go forward from there. So you can speak back with him. I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Give me, Mr. Thomas, have you unmuted yourself?
Yes.
Okay, we're going into room 1. I can find your name again. All right, you should see join. Oh, Miss.
It popped up and went off.
Okay, Mr. Plessis.
Yes.
Before we do that, notwithstanding him, which ones that you have talked to are, you can tell me which ones wish to enter a plea per the recommendation so that we can, so I can get their information.
That's going to be Mr. Ernest Tillman.
Tillman.
Mr. Ian Acox.
Okay,
And thus far, that's it for offers, and I have 2 that we'll set for the next date, please.
which two are you asking to set the next date?
Mr. Anthony Allen
Okay,
and Ms. Sheena Allen.
okay,
That brings us up to date.
okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm going to get you all back into the rooms.
Hello, Your Honor. This is Patrick Bahri, or I'm sorry, Mohammed Al-Sharnubi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we'd like to set it for trial, please.
Okay, I will call your case and your, all right. And Miss Edwards,
Yes, Your Honor.
would you send me Tillman and Acox information? Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And Your Honor, on Mr. Awahali, we're ready to put a plea on the record.
Miss
You gotta have a medical card?
Miss Edwards, could you send me Mr. Awahali next as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
I'm ready.
Everyone should be on mute that is not being asked to speak to Mr. Okay.
For me?
Who is that? Who is that I'm hearing in the background?
Hello? I'm sorry.
Mr. Tillman, you should be on mute.
Okay.
Right, this is Mamad, Alwahali.
Yes, ma'am.
Case numbers 173501141. The charge is operating a motor vehicle with no operator's license on person. And count 2, the charge is no insurance on the motor vehicle. Today is the nope, I'm sorry. That is not the case that I wanted to call. I'm waiting on the paperwork for that one. Mr. Altalaqani, would you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
This is case numbers SP 1096493, count 1, charges reckless driving, count 2, no insurance on the motor vehicle, count 3, improper plates, SP 1098591, charges open alcohol in a motor vehicle, driver. Today is the pretrial. Counsel?
What can I do about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you play? Huh?
Wait a minute, please put yourselves on mute that are not being addressed. Anyone that's not. Counsel, I've called
Yes,
the
Your Honor.
cases for. Counsel, your appearance,
Your Honor.
please.
Patrick Bahri, P number P84539, standing in for Mohammed Al-Sharnubi.
With the permission of,
Mohammed Al-Sharnubi.
no, but the defendant has to agree to that. I need to hear that. With the permission of,
Akil Al-Talaqani, ma'am.
are you giving this attorney the permission to stand in for your attorney of record?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay, you can proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'd like to move for trial.
You want to continue the plea of not guilty?
Correct, Your Honor, and set it for trial.
Court will enter pleas of not guilty and set a trial date. Ms. Edwards?
May 10th, Your Honor, at 9 o'clock.
May 10th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. Bond is continued, personal bond is continued, and you all are free to leave.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Take care.
Okay, have a good afternoon.
You too.
Okay, Counsel. Mr. Police, I'm going to address Attorney Schulman's case, so I will send you in to speak to someone else. Could you give me a name?
I have Norman Anderson, so I could address his review.
Okay. Mr. Anderson, unmute yourself.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm going to send you in to speak with the court-appointed attorney, Duplessis.
Okay.
Once you see the join, please do so. Join.
What do you guys want?
Mr. Tillman, would you keep your on mute until your name is called, please?
I don't know why it keeps doing that on its own. I'm not doing
Oh,
nothing.
it keeps popping off. Oh, okay. You have one of those. Okay. Okay, Attorney Schulman, are you ready to proceed on
We're
your
ready.
matter?
Yes, we're ready, Your Honor.
And Mr. Hiley, you may unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
This is case number 17350-114, count 1. Charges operating motor vehicle with no operator's license on person. Count 2. The charge is no insurance on the motor vehicle. Today is the arraignment on the bench warrant.
Your Honor, I would ask that the bench warrant be recalled. Mr. Alwa Haley was incarcerated at the time.
What will recall all outstanding bench warrants?
Thank you. We've also had a chance to pretrial the matter in return for a plea of failure to display a valid license, which is an amended charge. The other charges will be dismissed. I've discussed with Mr. Alwa Haley. He would like to plead guilty to that charge.
Now, I only had 2. So are you speaking of more than one charges being dismissed or just?
No, just the original charge and the
Okay.
and the second charge.
Okay, I understand what you're. Oh, all right. So, Mr. And pronounce your last name for me, Mr. Alwa Haley.
Yep.
Would you raise your right hand and be sworn in, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. Thank you. And sir, you do consent to having your matter addressed today on Zoom in court?
Yes, ma'am.
You have spoken with your attorney and you heard what he stated earlier regarding what you wish to do in terms of entering a plea of guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you do have a right to a trial in each of these matters?
Yes, ma'am.
You also understand that by entering a plea, you are giving up that right to a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
All right, so let me get the
I mean, I got a couple things. I just got one thing to say, you know.
Wait a minute, sir.
Hold on.
Okay.
Who is that speaking? Okay, Mr. Out. Okay.
Yeah.
And now, if you don't want to enter a plea, this is the time
I'm trying
to say
enter
it.
the plea, but I'm trying to say something before I do.
Well, no, it doesn't work that way. Either you're going to enter a plea or you're
wait,
not.
I'm going with my lawyer. I'm entering the plea, but
No,
I do
you're doing it. You're entering. Well, let me ask you this question. If you're entering this plea, sir, of guilty, you're entering it freely and voluntarily.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, this is what you wish to enter is the plea of guilty.
I was, yeah. I mean, I do, but
Sir, there's no buts. It's either you are going to enter a plea saying you're guilty of the charge that they're saying, and you want the recommendation that has been offered by the assistant prosecutor, corporation counsel, or you have a right to continue your plea of not guilty and have a trial in the matter. So you have to either enter the plea saying you're guilty, or you have a right to a trial.
I do.
So do you wish to enter that plea of guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
You are entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So with that being said, let me get your, okay, I don't see Mr. Awa. Okay. I still don't see.
I just sent it, Your Honor. I just sent it.
Okay.
Would the court like me to voir dire on the factual basis?
Well, I don't have the information in front of me that I need to have the.
I sent it, Your Honor.
Just now, right? Are you saying you just sent it, Ms. Edwards?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, because it hasn't come in yet. That's why I'm trying to. I mean, I don't want it. It usually takes a second. It's not as fast as we would like it to be. Okay, Mr. Awa, we on the date of on the date of July 19th, 2020, were you operating a motor vehicle on Grand River Avenue in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
Your Honor, I think that this was August 2nd of 2017.
Okay,
Yeah,
who's
17,
okay?
Not 20.
I'm not. Do I have your? Okay, which one am I working? No, you sent me out. Okay, Miss Edwards, I need ALWAHAILY. I got Al Takani. Just hold on a second.
I just sent that one, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, on the date of August 2nd, 2017, were you operating a motor vehicle on Cathedral Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you stopped by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
And when asked to produce a valid operator's license, were you able to produce that to the officer?
No, I couldn't.
Okay. Counsel, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the plea and adopt the written recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel and amend the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, a 0-point violation, and dismiss count 2, the no insurance with a stipulation of probable cause as to count 2?
Correct.
I'm sorry, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. We stipulate.
Count 2 is dismissed. Counsel, is there anything you wish to state before the court imposes the sentence?
Your Honor, he's trying to take care of outstanding tickets. These are the last 2 that are remaining. He's employed, and also he has posted a bond on these cases. I would ask that the bond be applied to any fine.
You say he's been taking care of the other?
Yes, I've been working with him to take care of some outstanding pending matters. They've all been resolved.
Okay.
I took care of everything. Everything.
Okay, well, sir, due to the pandemic, and I will waive your fines and costs, which would have been in excess of $150. Is there anything else you wish to state, counsel?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Mr. Awi, you are free to leave.
Okay, I got one thing to say, ma'am.
Why don't you give me a call, Mr. Howard Haley? We're done.
I'll give you a call. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You're welcome. All right, are we ready on Norman Anderson?
We can call that.
Is the probation officer McCall? Yeah, I see her. Okay. So this is case number Z. Unmute yourself, Mr. Anderson. Z.
I am unmuted.
Okay, thank you, sir. Z8070531. This is a review date on a plea of guilty to operating the motor vehicle while visibly impaired. Counsel, will you state your name for the record and have your client identify himself?
Certainly. Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel, P82896. I have Mr. Anderson appearing by Zoom. Mr. Anderson, can you state your full name for the record?
Norman S. Anderson Sr.
Thank you. And are you consenting to appear by Zoom instead of in person?
Yes.
Yeah, we also have Officer McCall here.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael McCall on behalf of the probation department.
Thank you. Good morning.
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak with Agent McCall today regarding Mr. Anderson. It looks like in regard to the terms of his probation, he has paid his money.
Well, wait a minute. I would like to hear from her and then you can respond. Okay, Probation Officer McCall.
Mr. Anderson was placed on probation on June 20th, 2018 for 24 months. He was ordered to pay $240 and assessed fine.
And I'm sorry, Officer McCall, could you just also state who placed him on probation so that I have a clear understanding of?
It was the Honorable Ruth Ann Garrett.
Thank you.
No problem. Your Honor, Mr. Anderson was instructed to complete 15 days of community service and lieu of fines and costs, attend the Victims Impact Panel, as well as the Alcohol Highway Safety class, attend Alcohol Anonymous once per week, and not use or possess any illegal substance, attend outpatient treatment until medically discharged, submit to drug urinalysis, do not consume any alcohol beverages, and with the review date of June 22nd, 2020. However, Your Honor, on the last review hearing, which was held on September the 4th, 2020, Mr. Anderson was instructed to continue testing twice per month, make a log sheet and provide proof of the meetings.
Wait, hold on, please. Would Mr. Ingram please place yourself on mute? And any other persons that are not before the court at this time, place yourselves on mute. I'm hearing an interruption. Thank you. Officer McCall, you can.
he was instructed to continue testing twice per month, make a log sheet of his AA meetings and provide proof, medical marijuana card, and the community service, Your Honor, was deleted from the order. And Judge Ruth Ann Garrett also indicated for Mr. Anderson not to test positive, and if he tests positive, he was instructed to complete intensive outpatient treatment and return on December 3rd, 2020. And due to the court restrictions and court closure, the date was removed from the calendar to reflect today. So as of today, Your Honor, Mr. Anderson has provided proof of his AA meetings. He has provided proof of his medical marijuana card, which was issued on September 8th, 2020, with the expiration date of September 8th, 2022. And he has provided proof of his AA meetings. And he has completed the impact panel as well as the alcohol highway safety class. And he has completed outpatient treatment. In regards to the screens, Your Honor, Mr. Anderson had missed a test in December 10th, and then he tested on December 21st. And he missed January 3rd as well. And he was instructed that he needs to adhere to the dates and times with ATS so he can stay on track on testing. So the probation department was recommending that Mr. Anderson continue testing and continue his AA meetings. And this case was not due to end actually until June 20th, 2021, because it was a 24-month probation term. So the probation department is asking maybe another 3-month review and come back and ensure that Mr. Anderson is on track with his testing as well as with his AA meetings.
Ms. Duplessis, Attorney Duplessis.
Yes, Your Honor. And I do agree with what Agent McCall is saying. I just would like to say on Mr. Anderson's behalf, he did miss those tests. He has increased his testing. He continues to test negatively. I do think he understands the seriousness of his probation and everything that it entails. So I would hope that he'd be able to come back in 3 months and have this not negatively impact his probation.
All right. And does Mr. Anderson wish to state anything at this time?
Mr. Anderson, do you wish to
Unmute
address
yourself,
the court?
sir.
Okay. Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. And yourself, sir?
All right. Now, I did miss that test in December, but I did go back. I was clean. January, I was clean. Now, me and Miss McCall had talked, and I told her I would like to have my life back like I know it. She gonna tell me to go down there every week in the month of February, which I'm only supposed to test once a month. Ruth Ann Garrett told me once a month. That's how come at ADT, my color was pumpkin. And
wait a minute, hold on,
pumpkin
Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, hold on a second. I need to be clear on it. What did Judge Garrett say as to testing Miss Probation? Wait a minute, hold on. I'm asking Probation Officer McCall so that I can be clear on how many times you were supposed to be testing per Judge Garrett.
Your Honor, she indicated twice per month due to the fact that Mr. Anderson had positive tests. We had a violation hearing back in
September.
Back in February. He had tested positive for alcohol on January 13th. And
what year? You have to, I just need to be clear as to the year as well. And the record needs to be clear.
Twice a month, twice per month.
Okay, but what year are you saying? January? You named some months, but you didn't give a date. I mean, a year. That needs to be.
He tested positive, Your Honor, back in. Wait a minute. It was back in February 2020. He had tested positive, so therefore, when we came for the review hearing on September the 4th, that's why she instructed him to continue.
September 4th, 2020, right? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
And she the test twice per month due to the positive test. And she indicated if he tests positive again, that he must complete an intensive outpatient treatment program.
Okay. So it's twice a month that Judge Garrett indicated that you were to test Mr. Anderson after that.
Excuse me, because she told me when I was talking with her, I had to go drop again. And she said if I tested positive, then do intensive outpatient therapy. But if I came back negative, I can continue with my once a month drops. And that's how come my color was pumpkin up there at ADT, because you only go once a month.
Hold on. Is that written in do we have the judge's written order?
That's what I wrote down on September 4th.
Well, that may be what you wrote down, Ms. McCall. I'm just asking what the court speaks through its orders. And so what order do you have that indicates?
I'm checking and see what order was put in the system, Your Honor.
Once a month.
Miss Anderson, I'm not asking you to speak anything
I'm
further.
sorry, I apologize.
I am verifying this, not you.
I apologize. No disrespect intended.
Okay, so please understand, I am verifying it as to what the judge put in her order, not what you said or what probation officer McCall has in her notes. I need to know what is in the written order of the judge.
Okay.
What day?
There should, I mean, your file should contain the order. I'm trying to figure out where the file is.
Your Honor,
Yes.
on March the 3rd, 2020.
And this is the court clerk, Ms. Edwards speaking, so that we're clear as to what the record is saying. Yes.
Okay, it's noted in the system that Judge Garrett wants the defendant to attend AA once a week and be tested.
Okay, but it doesn't say how many times he was to be tested.
It said AA once weekly and to be tested if positive, defendant to complete intensive outpatient counseling.
That's not clear to me at all.
If
Okay.
negative, then probation to continue.
And that's all you have. Can we get the actual file?
I have the actual file, Your Honor. What part do you want?
I need to see, the judge should have signed an order with what she is indicating.
Hold on, Your Honor.
And that was on the date of what, Mr. Probation Officer McCall, what date was that?
September the 4th, 2020, Your Honor.
And that, at that time, that was a probation violation hearing?
That was a review.
That was a review on September 24th, 2021.
September 4th, 2020.
2020, I'm sorry, we have not gotten to.
know what? I think I got that.
All right, no talking, no talking. Mr. Anderson, you're going to have to, in a minute, you're going to be off, period.
Your Honor? Your Honor?
Yes.
The order that's in the file is dated June 20th, 2018. That's the only probation order in this file.
Okay, so there should be something for September 24th, 2020. And there isn't.
No, Your Honor.
So we have a problem.
So the probation officer said 9/4/2020.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You don't have any paperwork for that date on that review.
Correct.
Okay, so what we have now is a problem. Then the only way that can be resolved is by getting the court reporter's record of that date of September 4th, 2020. That would have been what the judge said at the time on the record in court. So there's a dispute between the number of times of testing. Probation officer McCall says twice a week, and Mr. Anderson says it should have just been the once per week. So he has been tested how often currently?
He's been testing, Your Honor. The last test was February 23rd. He tested on February 10th, that's twice a month. He tested on January 23rd, which was negative. He missed January 3rd. So he's been testing twice a month as directed, but he missed a few.
As directed by
Judge Garrett.
But I'm saying, well, okay, let me be clear. When he came in, he was testing once per month. Is that correct? At some point, he was doing it once per month.
That's correct. June 20th of 2018, the first year when he was first placed on probation, he was testing once per month.
And when did he start on the twice per month?
September the 4th, 2020.
Okay, Mr. Anderson, you're saying which I am taking to mean no.
Correct. That is not what was said.
Wait a minute. No, you answer these questions for me.
Okay.
At some point in time, you started testing twice a week. Is that correct?
No.
You've never done twice per week?
No.
Since you've been on probation? Wait a minute, sir, you have to answer. You have never, since 2018, had to test twice per week?
No.
So it's always been once per month?
Correct. If you go back and check all of my dates when I was dropping, they all done been once a month. I complied with everything the probation office been telling me to do.
Hold on, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. We are trying to straighten it out. Isn't that correct?
I know.
So
correct.
So you don't need to add all about the probation you complied with. I want to know specifically how often have you dropped? That's all I'm asking you to respond.
I was instructed to drop once a month because like I said, the last time we talked with the judge, I had to give another drop, and the judge said if I was clean, I could go back with my once a month drops. But if I was dirty, do intensive outpatient therapy. I gave my drop my drop was clean. I've been dropping once a month at 6 Mile and Myers.
Okay, and again, I will ask you one last time so that I am very clear. There has never been a time that you have been dropping twice per month.
No.
Since 2018.
Correct. I have not. No. I just went and did. Can I make this other statement? I just went and did these last 4 drops because I told Miss McCall I would just like to have my life back like I know it. Because we was talking about me missing that drop in December. She told me to go down each week in the month of February and she will close it out. I went February the 5th. I went February the 10th. I went February the 17th. I was scheduled to go the 24th, but Miss McCall called me back and pushed it up a date to the 23rd because she wanted to make sure that she had the results when we came to see the judge on the 26th. There's the only time I done dropped that many times since I done been on probation. I've always dropped once a month.
Thank you for giving me that information. It has helped clarify. Okay, Probation Officer McCall.
Your Honor, I did have the opportunity to speak to Mr. Anderson, and I indicated that the several tests that he missed because he's supposed to test twice per month, and I indicated I wanted him to have tests on deck before the 26th. So I instructed him to test on those days. That is correct.
Okay, but okay, now I'm really getting confused. Then if that was instructed, that was done on September 4th, 2020 by Judge, you're saying that's when she said there was supposed to be a twice per month?
Correct.
No.
Okay, so wait a minute, what happened in October?
October, Your Honor, he tested October the 8th.
Okay, twice per month?
No, that was October 8th, he only tested once.
Okay, in November?
He only called on once because they didn't know that he needed to test twice per month. So therefore, he only tested once. And so when November came, he tested November the 2nd. He missed November the 9th. He missed November the 10th and went on December 21st. So he wasn't adhering to the test dates.
Okay, so he's still doing his once per month.
That's right. He was doing his once.
But okay, so you know what? I'm not going to belabor this any further. Okay. I need to know what the judge actually said on that date of November 4th, 2020. So we need to order the transcript just for, just that for Mr. Anderson, Norman Anderson, for November the 4th, 2020, so that we can be clear on how many times Judge Garrett stated that he was to test.
No problem, Your Honor.
So I'm going to adjourn this for a month.
Okay.
And that order needs to go in immediately so that it can, the transcript.
Excuse me, Your Honor, what day was that again to order the transcript?
Miss McCall, please, let's be clear. What date was that for Norman?
September 4th, 2020, Your Honor.
September 4th, 2020, Norman Anderson. That's all I need is all I'm looking for is what the judge, well, yes, for Norman Anderson, that date. That's all. And make that note clear as to what we're looking for, and what we will be addressing when we come back.
Your Honor, what day you want me to address, to have the review on the date you coming back for a month?
Well, a month from today, if that's a court date. court day?
Be March 26th.
March what?
26th.
26, 2021 at
8:30, 8:40. Well, 8:30.
8:30 a.m. Now, do you understand that, Mr. Anderson?
Yes. See you next month on the 26th.
Your Honor, do you want Mr. Anderson to continue testing?
Well, I want him, he can test like he said he's been testing. So if it's not, and it should have been twice, then he's gonna have to make up those testing. So I'll let him continue the way he's been testing. But Mr. Anderson, please understand, if it's in that record that Judge Garrett ordered you to do it twice per month, then you have some makeup. Do you understand that?
Yes,
All
I
right.
do.
All right, Mr. Anderson. And you did, okay. So you are free to leave, sir, and you will return on March 26, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. for the additional review.
Okay.
All right, then.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right.
Thank you, Probation Officer McCall.
Thank you so much.
All right, Attorney Duplessis, are we ready with Cortez Thomas?
We certainly are, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Thomas, you can unmute yourself. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Hold on, you know what I want to do? I strike that. I'm going to call those that want a trial date.
That will also be Mr. Thomas, Your Honor.
He wants a trial date as well?
That's correct.
Okay, and Miss Edwards, did you send over Tillman and Acox?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So first I will start, pardon me? Okay, I'm going to start with Mr. Thomas then. Cortez Thomas?
Demir Cortez Thomas. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
it's Demir. I'm sorry, that's your middle name. I apologize. I was looking at
not a problem.
the docket sheet. And okay, so these are case numbers. SP 109-64391, count 1, operating a motor vehicle with no operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance on the motor vehicle. Count 3. Okay, count 2. That's it. And then there's SP 109-64402, operating a motor vehicle with no registration. SP 109-64403, improper lane usage. All of those, except for the very last one, are misdemeanors scheduled for pretrial. The other is a civil, the last one was a civil infraction.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. Thomas here appearing by Zoom. Mr. Thomas, can you state your full name for the record?
Demir Cortez Thomas.
Thank you. And are you consenting to appear by Zoom and waiving your in-person appearance today?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for pretrial. Mr. Thomas has indicated he would like this set for a bench trial. We have discussed the differences between a jury trial and a bench trial, and knowing the rights he would be waiving, he would like to proceed by bench trial today.
And Mr. Thomas, you do understand what Attorney Duplessis has said today?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do wish to waive your right to a jury trial and
Yes,
have a bench trial before the judge hearing the case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Court will continue the pleas of not guilty and for the civil infraction, deny responsibility, and set these matters for a trial on May 10th, 2021, 9 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
And your bond is continued. You are free to leave, Mr. Thomas. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, Will. Sheena
Your Honor, I
Allen?
have Anthony Allen Jr. also going for a bench trial.
No, I have the two that you,
Oh, okay.
you indicated. Sheena Allen. Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is case numbers SP 5298471. The charge is driving while license not valid. Also, SX 2952411, driving while license not valid. 154024521, operating motor vehicle with no operator's license on person. All matters are before the court today for arraignment on the bench warrant.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Plus is for House Counsel. I do have Ms. Allen appearing by Zoom. Ms. Allen, can you state your full name for the record?
Tina Allen.
Thank you. And Ms. Allen, are you consenting to appear by Zoom and waiving your right to an in-person appearance today?
Yes.
Thank you. First and foremost, Your Honor, I would respectfully request that the court set aside the bench warrant in this matter as Ms. Allen is appearing today.
Court will recall all outstanding warrants.
Thank you. Your Honor, with respect to
She frozen?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the world of technology we're operating in.
Apologies, Your Honor. I think I froze there for a moment.
You didn't do it. It was the technology. Okay.
Where did I leave off? Waiving the formal reading, please.
Okay, I did recall all warrants and into the plea of not guilty for.
Thank you, Your Honor. And we would like to proceed by way of bench trial in this matter. I have explained the differences to Ms. Allen between a bench trial and a jury trial. Knowing that she would eventually like to proceed the bench trial route, I understand she may be assigned to a pretrial first, however.
Was her case actually able to be pre-tried today? Did you get a recommendation?
We don't have recommendations from the state today, so it would be best to proceed by pretrial first.
Well, we could have tried to get one from the state.
Are we able to call the state?
Pardon me?
Answer. I can call and see the answer.
Right. Well, let's just hold on a second and see if the assistant prosecutor is available. And that way we could save possibly another court appearance if.
Yeah, I'll have a couple others for them to look at that. I know some courtrooms are saying they haven't heard from the prosecutor in a year. Let's see.
Well,
Anthony
we had them the other
Tyson.
day.
Oh.
Yes.
All right then.
Okay,
Anthony Tyson would need a state offer. Marquise Turner would need a state offer. And then there's a few individuals that I do not have offers for at all.
Who is it that you do not have?
Bernard Allen, Antonio Ingram, Ali Azoline.
Wait a minute, slow down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bernard Allen.
Antonio Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to mess this name up. Ali Azeldine.
Just spell the last name. That would help.
Azeldine.
Okay.
And Tony Adams.
Okay. Is that it? No, we're not. I'm just speaking with Attorney Duplessis. I'm not calling any other persons at this time. Miss Sheena Allen, you could go on and mute yourself again for it shortly.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
The state prosecutor will be zooming in a couple of minutes.
Oh, good.
Okay. Now, would you she needs. Well, once he comes in, we'll speak with him then. Let's see. Mr. Duplessis needs the recommendations for Bernard Allen, Ingram, Antonio Ingram, Azeld, and I'm not spelling the rest of the name, and Tony Adams. He has nothing for them. If you have anything, please. And if you don't, let us know. Okay, so Anthony Allen, are you ready to proceed on that one? Or is that one we can also?
We are ready to proceed on Anthony Allen. He is requesting a bench trial on that.
Okay. Mr. Allen, unmute yourself, please. And identify yourself, sir. Anthony Allen, identify yourself, please. You're not unmuted, sir. I take it you're MOTO. Are you Anthony Allen?
Yes, my phone was froze. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Okay, we don't have a name for you.
My phone froze.
I understand that, sir. I said
My
the name doesn't show up. Okay. You are?
Anthony Dwayne Allen.
Okay. This is case numbers strike that 204-137-052. The charge is operating motor vehicle with improper plates. 204-137-042. No insurance on the motor vehicle. 204-137-041. Driving an unregistered motor vehicle. All matters are before the court today for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Counsel.
Good morning, Honor. Ashley for House Counsel.
We're getting a lot of freezing going on right now. Assistant prosecutor will be with you in a second, please.
No problem, Your Honor.
And I'm back. All right.
You're back. All right.
I have Mr. Allen appearing by Zoom. Mr. Allen, can you state your full name for the record?
Anthony Dwayne Allen Jr.
Thank you. And Mr. Allen, are you waiving your right to an in-person appearance so that you may appear by Zoom today?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. First and foremost, Your Honor, I would respectfully request warrants be aside of Mr. Allen's name.
Court will recall all outstanding warrants for Anthony Allen.
Your Honor, in respect to arraignment, I would request to waive the reading of the charges. Allen mute.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for Mr. Allen.
Thank you. And Your Honor, Mr. Allen is interested in having a bench trial in this matter. I have discussed to him the differences between jury trial and a bench trial. And knowing those differences,
You keep freezing, Counsel.
and the rights he would be waiving.
Well, Counsel, you were frozen again. So you said you have spoken, you had started, so you need to start back with that.
I have discussed the differences with Mr. Allen regarding bench trials and jury trials. And knowing the rights that he would be waiving, he does wish to proceed by bench trial in this matter.
Mr. Allen, you understand what the attorney Duplessis, who spoke with you earlier, is stating?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you do waive your right to a jury trial, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're frozen, so I didn't hear you. You're still frozen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you are asking to have your trial heard before the judge, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You keep freezing up, so. All right, court will.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court will continue your pleas of not guilty and set trials for May 10th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. Your bonds are continued, and sir, you are free to leave to come back on that date.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Attorney Duplessis, we have the assistant prosecutor. I'm
All
sorry.
right, I do have a few that I'd like to speak to him on.
Would you let him, do you need to go into the breakout room?
Could we just briefly, please?
Okay. I'm going to put you in a room.
Yeah,
Mr. Allen, yes. I can't hear you, sir. You constantly breaking up. I'm not hearing you. I don't understand anything you're saying because it's coming through. Can't hear you, sir. Nope. We're not communicating very well. Something's not working technically. I'm not hearing anything.
I just want to make.
I'm not hearing you, sir.
I'm just trying to make sure everything is good. I don't have to interrupt anything.
Sir, I'm not hearing it. I tell you what, you probably do better if you hang up and call and speak with the court clerk. The number is 965-2405, and you can speak with the court clerk because I'm not hearing you at all. You can hang up and call the court clerk.
Hello?
Hello, who's speaking? Who said hello? Someone have a question?
Yes, I was wondering if you guys lost me because I lost connection and came back in the courtroom.
No, you still on Zoom, sir. We still see you. You fine. Go ahead and mute your phone.
Okay. Okay, hold on one second. Can you help us, lady, please? Yeah. Now she wouldn't give me a case number. Will you please go over? I think she out of town, but I think she did visit. Yeah, I think this what you told me the other day. Hold on.
Your Honor, I'm waiting for some offers to be sent over to me so I can address them with the prosecutor. Would you like me to talk to someone else while I'm waiting, just to keep things moving?
Okay, that's fine. Who do you have? Anybody under the pretrial list that you have there?
I don't think anyone that I have offers for.
Do you have Bernard Allen's? I'd ask the clerk to send
Not quite yet.
Alan Ingram and
Alan Ingram.
Alan Ingram, AZEL, and Tony Adams. Those four should be sent over to. Okay, who do you have then, Attorney?
Melvin
Tate.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Antonio Ingram is a state matter. She won't get no offer on that one.
Well, she has the prosecutor there with her, so.
Well, I don't have an offer to send for that one, is what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, okay.
Okay, so that's Antonio Ingram. That's going to be state.
Yeah, you would need to speak to.
Okay.
You have the assistant prosecutor there.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I still don't have.
What offers are you missing, Ashley?
Could I have Bernard Allen, Tony Adams?
The ones that I told you, Bernard Allen, Antonio Ingram, last name AZELDI, and Tony Adams.
Yes, it's Tony Adams right
here. No one's speaking to you now, sir. We're talking to the court clerk right now.
Hello?
Sir, stay on mute. We're not ready for your case. We're speaking about it to the court clerk. Okay, those four you need.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Please. Wait a minute. It was Tony Adams. Who was the other one?
I'd asked for Bernard Allen, Antonio Ingram, Last name is spelled Azel, and it's some more to it, but that should get it. Okay, Tony Adams. Those are the four that I sent to her. Sir, stay on mute, Mr. Adams. Stay on mute. Sir, stay. Well, I'm going to mute you, sir. Stay. I can't.
And then I did talk to Madam Clerk on the phone about this, but I just need the rest of Sheena Allen's file so I can
Sheena Allen. So we could finish up with Sheena Allen. You can go on since Sheila Allen's over. We had started her and we didn't. Okay.
And Your Honor, she does have a number of matters that aren't on the docket that needed to be addressed. So that's the holdup there.
When you say a number of matters, what exactly are you speaking about?
There are 6 charges that she has outstanding that aren't listed on the docket. And I know about them because City Council had listed those as state offers that he couldn't make an offer on. So we're trying to get her service.
3 of them. What are the other 3 civil infractions or misdemeanors?
I can't tell from what the City Council wrote up. He addressed what he was able to address as city matters, and it is showing that she has 6 outstanding charges that are state matters. So we're trying to figure out exactly what those charges are.
Okay, so yeah, so because all that shows on the docket are 3. So okay. What do you who do you have that you can speak to now? Counsel.
I would like to speak to Melvin Taylor about his matter. He is set for arraignment.
Okay.
So that would help to see
Do
where he needs to go.
You have information on him?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Melvin Turner Taylor, I'm sorry, please unmute yourself. And identify yourself, sir. Mr. Taylor? I don't see him. Okay, there he is. Mr. Melvin Lee Taylor, unmute yourself, please.
Hey,
Identify yourself, please.
I'm Alvin Lee Taylor Jr.
Mr. Taylor, we are going to send you to speak with the court-appointed attorney regarding your case before the court today.
Okay.
When you see join, please do so. Okay. You see join, sir.
I'll let you know her. But I already talked to the lady.
It's walking around. She sitting there looking stupid.
Courtroom, we can hear you.
Madam Clerk, would you mind calling the city attorney down, please?
Attorney Duplessis, did you wish to speak to Attorney Kowalczyk regarding the Antonio Ingram? Was that it?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you all need to go into a breakout room. Let me see if he's there. Assistant Prosecutor Attorney, are you with us?
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, I'm going to send you into a breakout room to, oh, I can't believe this thing is just so crazy. It's going to get, I got to wait a minute. It's, okay. Now we are back in business here. Did the join come up? No?
Let's see. There we go.
No join, Assistant Prosecutor? Okay. Madam Clerk.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the House Counsel have all of the persons checked in today?
I don't even know, Your Honor. I don't know what she's doing.
Okay, well, when she comes back on, we'll see who she has and who we need to send to her so that she can speak with the remainder.
Okay.
Attorney Duplessis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now the court clerk and I want to see exactly who you have cases on. So could you just slowly tell me who you have before you?
Okay. So Ernest Tillman, he is ready to take a plea offer.
You have his information, okay?
Yes, and we have spoke.
Okay.
Ian A. Cox, he is ready to take a plea offer, and we have spoke.
Okay. And he has been called. Is that correct, court?
Yes, I did speak to
Clerk,
him. He
wait.
showed me valid documents.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Okay, he has just appeared. Okay, who else?
So
Attorney Morgan will be with you shortly. I'm sorry. I don't need anybody to speak other than Attorney Duplessis at this time. Thank you. Okay, now who else did you have that you have paperwork for?
So I have paperwork for the following individuals, but I need to speak to them.
I know. Okay.
Anthony Tyson.
You have Tyson.
Dominic Toledo.
Okay. I'm not asking anyone to speak at this time. I am speaking with the Attorney Duplessis at this time. So you may hear your name, but I don't need you to speak at this time. Thank you very much. All right.
I would like to speak to Hussein Almahi.
Okay.
Marquise Turner.
Okay.
I have Bernard Allen. I have his documents. I need to speak with him.
Okay.
Antonio Ingram.
Okay.
Tony Adams.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm still waiting on paperwork for Mr. Ozeldine and Ms. Allen.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's slow this down so the court clerk can get this. Who are you needing paperwork for?
On AZEL.
Okay. Okay, and who else?
And just Sheena Allen's documents that are not on the docket.
The additional documents that are not on the docket, but AZELQ, those are the only two that you do not have paperwork for at this time. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, now I want you to speak with Attorney, is he still here, Morgan?
Yes.
Did he leave? Oh, there he is. You need to speak with him on what case is that?
On Melvin Taylor.
Okay, so do you all need to go into a breakout room shortly?
Just briefly, please.
Okay, thank you.
Can I get some more water? You know what? Just for the sake of touching your stuff, I get germs all over the place. Sorry.
All right, Attorney Duplessis, then we're going to proceed with Mr. Tillman.
Excellent.
You can unmute yourself, sir. These are case numbers SP 102-18131. Charge is no insurance while operating a motor vehicle. Count 2, driver's license suspended. One 195031881. Operating motor vehicle with no insurance. Count 2, no operator's license on person. These are the matters that are before the court today for a pretrial. Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. Tillman appearing by Zoom. Mr. Tillman, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Ernest Tillman.
Thank you. And Mr. Tillman,
Well, wait a minute, I need a correction. Is there a junior after this name? Because I
Yes,
see
Ernest Lee Tillman Jr.
We need your legal name, sir. When she asks you to state your name, that would include your junior. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's my legal name.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Tillman, are you agreeing to waive your right to an in-person appearance in favor of Zoom today?
Yes.
And Your Honor, I do want to clarify for the record that 2 of these charges appear to be missing the junior. I did go into the system and verify that it is the same date of birth on all 4 matters.
Thank you, counsel.
Absolutely. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for pretrial. A very generous offer was made to Mr. Tillman that if he pled guilty to 1 count of driver's license suspended, it would be amended to a failure to display with the remaining 3 matters to be dismissed. Mr. Tillman would like to avail himself of that offer today.
Mr. Tillman, would you raise your right hand and be sworn in? Sir, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Tillman, do you consent to having these matters taken care of today on this Zoom court?
Yes.
And you have had an opportunity to speak with the attorney Duplessis, the court-appointed attorney today? You do understand what she has stated to this court today regarding you wishing to enter a plea and asking the court to adopt the recommendations of the Assistant Corporation Counsel?
Yes.
You do understand that you do have a right to a trial in each of these matters.
Yes, I understand.
By entering a plea, you're getting that right to a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
Has anyone promised you anything
No.
or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
You're entering the plea freely and voluntarily, sir?
Voluntarily and freely, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On the date of April 19th, 2020, were you operating a motor vehicle on Verner Highway in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor, without license.
Well, let me just answer the question, sir. You never volunteer something before you're asked, okay? And you were stopped by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time,
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I haven't said anything else yet, so.
I just know thing be going in and out.
Okay, so you can hear me now?
Yes.
All right. And at that, okay, I'm losing the. And you were unable
to
produce a valid driver's license when asked for it?
No, I was not. No, I did not.
I was not able to provide a license.
Okay, thank you. Are you satisfied, Counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the plea and adopt the written recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel and amend that charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, a 0-point violation. Also, per the recommendation, the court will dismiss count 1 and also dismiss 503-188-192. Wait a minute. Those numbers are 1950. Wait a minute. I'm looking at numbers that are not the same. 503-188. Counts 1 and 2. With the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Defendant having stipulated probable cause, those 2 counts are dismissed. Counsel, is there anything you wish to state on behalf of Mr. Tillman before the court imposes the sentence?
Your Honor, I would just like to mention that Mr. Tillman is currently out of work. He did post bond in this matter, and he would hope that his bond could be applied to any costs and fees assessed to him.
So Mr. Tillman, unmute yourself, sir. Due to the pandemic, I am going to waive your fines and costs, which would have been in excess of $150. Any fees, if there is a Secretary of State's suspension, they suspend your driver's license and they charge a reinstatement fee. So you could apply your bond to pay any reinstatement fees. If there's any balance, then it will be refunded.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Anything further, sir?
No, thank you.
You are free to leave then.
Okay.
You're welcome. Now we're going to do Mr. Acox.
Please.
And all right, that is Mr. Acox. Unmute yourself, please. This is case number 204-632-491. The charge is no operator's license on person while operating a motor vehicle, set for an arraignment on the bench warrant today. Counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Plus is for House Counsel. I do have Mr. Acox appearing by Zoom. Mr. Acox, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Ian Albert Blake Acox.
Thank you, Mr. Acox. And are you waiving your right to an in-person appearance today so that you may appear by Zoom?
Yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, first and foremost, I would respectfully request that the court set aside the bench warrant in this matter.
Court will recall all outstanding warrants.
Thank you. In regard to arraignment, I'd like to waive the formal reading of the charges and stand Mr. Acox mute.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty.
Your Honor, an offer has been made to Mr. Acox that if he pled guilty to the no operator's license on person, it would be amended to a failure to display, which is a no-point offense. Mr. Acox would like to avail himself of that offer.
Would you raise your right hand to be sworn in, Mr. Acox? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Thank you, sir. Mr. Acox, you are consenting to having your matter heard today on this Zoom court?
Yes.
And you have spoken with Attorney Duplessis regarding your case?
Yes, I have.
And you understand what she has stated to the court today?
Yes.
You also understand that you do have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
By entering a plea, you're giving up that right to a trial. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No.
You are entering the plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes, I am.
All right, sir. On the date of moving too fast here. On the date of March 15th, 2020, were you operating a motor vehicle on Curtis Avenue in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
You were stopped by a Detroit police officer
Yes.
and you were unable to produce a valid driver's license when asked to do so?
Right. I only had a permit.
All right. Court will, are you satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the guilty plea and adopt the written recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel and amend the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, a 0-point violation. Is there anything further you wish to state, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Just that Mr. Acox, he did have a permit at the time. He has expressed to me he is trying very hard to get a valid license and to get in with the Secretary of State. He is looking forward to paying this matter, getting it taken care of so that he can be a valid driver and not have to appear before this court again. And he is trying very hard to do so.
Do you wish to state, Mr. Acox?
Huh? What was that? I'm sorry.
I said, is there anything else you wish to state, sir?
Oh, no, not at all.
Mr. Acox, due to the pandemic, I am going to waive your fines and costs, which would have been in excess of $150.
Thank you.
And did I understand you posted a bond? No.
No, it was no bond.
Okay. All right. Then, sir, you are free to leave.
Okay, so I don't have any fines or anything? You waived them, right? All right,
You
cool.
will have a $45 reinstatement fee that's assessed by the Secretary of State. The court has no control over that. So you will have to pay the $45 for failing to appear in court. Once you take care of that, however, you'll be free and clear to go and get your license.
Can they let me pay that online today?
36th District Court. Give it at least a few hours, okay?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Yep, you too.
All right. So is it that everyone else you need to speak with? Is that correct?
That's correct. I have spoken to Mr. Prosecutor on Melvin Taylor. I do believe we will be dismissing for valid documentation. I think we just need the write-up on that.
I'm sorry. So that is ready to be called.
Yes, I do not personally have the dismissal paperwork, but I believe Mr. Morgan is taking care of that.
Mr. Morgan?
I emailed that to Madam Clerk, and that's correct with.
Okay, I'm going to call it then. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Melvin Taylor, please unmute yourself. And identify yourself, please. All right, is there a Melvin Taylor? I see something just says iPhone. Who is that? Who is the iPhone? What's your name, please? Unmute yourself and tell me your name.
Dominic Toledo.
Okay, that's not the person that we're looking for.
Hussein Abiyahi.
Wait, no. I didn't. If I didn't call your name, sir, please don't. All right. I'm looking for Melvin Taylor. Well,
Appears we've lost him.
Okay, well, we won't be calling that one. He wasn't told that he was to leave, did he?
It was not.
Okay. Okay, so anyone else that you have spoken with that is ready to be called?
No, Your Honor. Everyone else I'll need to have a brief conversation with.
Okay, do you now have Bernard Allen?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Allen, unmute yourself, please.
Yes.
I'm going to send you into a room to speak with the court-appointed attorney, Mr. Plissis, and when you see the join, please do so.
Okay.
Join.
Your Honor, can I go with Prosecutor Morgan for just a quick second?
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, Mr. Plessis. I didn't hear what you said.
Could I go in a room with Prosecutor Morgan for just a quick moment?
Okay, and just before you do that, I am speaking with the clerk regarding Sheena Allen. And if I'm understanding, there were 3 other tickets that you said was addressed in the recommendation.
There was 6 state charges.
State charges.
Yes, the Prosecutor Morgan was unable to address because they're state.
Okay, I thought you, okay, I didn't understand. So were you able to speak with the state prosecutor?
Yes, but I don't know what the charges are, so I can't tell him what the different charges are.
Okay, so from my understanding from the court clerk, she has a list of cases that are in default.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're civil infractions.
But they're more than 3. So if we can't, well, you know what? We're not going to be able to address that, because if there's 3 cases that's on the docket, those are the ones that are current. Now, whatever else, if they were civil infractions again and they're in default, that is done with. And so she would just have to pay those fines and costs.
Yeah, I understand that. I just have no way of telling if they're civil infractions or if they're.
Do you have case numbers then?
I do. I have case numbers for all of them.
Well, give them to the court clerk right now, the case numbers that are not on the docket today.
Absolutely. Mary, are you ready?
I'll call you back.
No, I'm not.
You ready for me to go ahead?
I sent you the list, Ashley. You can tell that they civil infractions or misdemeanors. You have the case numbers and the charges.
There's only 3 that she has in question, so I just need just the 3. Oh, you said you sent her a list.
Yes, she can tell that they civil or misdemeanors.
I don't have that list. Let me look through.
Okay, I didn't know that you had sent her a list, so I would have. Okay, I would have cut to the chase there.
Unfortunately, I'm not seeing a list. I would have picked up on that. Yes, I don't have a list for Ms. Allen.
Well, we can wait longer, but it's my opinion that unless those 3 were associated with the 3 that she's here with, there's nothing to be addressed. Unless they were 3 cases that were issued at the time one of these tickets were issued that is on the docket today.
I certainly understand
Okay,
that.
give me the 3 numbers again. Give me the 3 numbers.
Okay. So that is going to be P5298.
Well, you blinked out. 29.
The 2984881. So that's 1 count. P529545 counts 1, 2, and 3. And then the final X ticket listed, that is on the docket. So that's something I can talk to the APA about if we're only settling what's on the docket.
So there's only 2 then that you have question about.
2 is 4 counts between the 2 tickets.
Okay, T529481 and P529545 counts 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Okay, do you have that, Ms. Edwards?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, when you come back, I'm gonna put you
These are
in
in
the,
default status. These are all in default status.
they
Okay.
are civil infractions where they issue, okay, but let me, they may be in default. Now, the next question is, were they issued in any of them on the dates and times that either any of these that are on the docket were issued? That would make a difference. Sheena Allen has 3 cases that are listed on the docket. Are any of these, and I think they're probably, maybe the one that says 5298471. Was that issued on the same time date as 529545?
Okay, these, yes, yes.
So
Yes.
529545 was issued on the same date as 5298471.
Yes.
Okay, could you pull those up? Because that happens all the time. People get the misdemeanors and the civil infractions and they don't set a date for the civil infraction, thinking it's going to be addressed with the, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then the 529481, does that coincide with anything? Any of the 3? Okay, we'll just pull those all up and send them over to counsel. And you need to speak with the assistant prosecutor on that. Is that correct? Mr.
Yes, I
Pres-
will once I have those.
And is he gone? Or does he need
He's
to come?
still hanging out here.
If you're
Okay.
talking about me and not Mr. Morgan, I am still here.
Okay, I always call the assistant prosecutor, that's the state. And then
Yep, that would be me then.
I address assistant corporation counsel for the city. Okay, we got you. He's still here. So let's see once we get those over to you. Now, okay, so you needed to speak with Attorney Morgan?
Just for a brief second on Mr. Bernard Allen.
All right. I'm going to put you in. The person that says iPhone, would you unmute yourself and identify yourself, please? iPhone. What is your name, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Toledo.
Okay, I need to rename you because you don't. What's your first name?
Dominic.
Right. You can mute yourself back. Thank you.
Okay.
iPhone that's in the car or somewhere or moving your fingers, would you unmute yourself and identify yourself? Person that's I can't see their face, but I think they're in the car. Would you, and it says iPhone, would you identify yourselves?
I'm Malvin Taylor in the hood. Malvin Taylor Jr.
No, he said that, and that's that's not appropriate, sir. What is your legal name?
Meet Malvin Lee Taylor Jr.
Okay. Yeah, you act like you didn't say something else. Okay.
Oh no, that's I'm at the oil change place. Yeah, you probably heard somebody in the background. So.
Well, yeah, and you said it. Yes. Okay, sir. We tried to get you. We tried to get you on, but you left.
No. Yeah, my phone had died. My phone died. I just got it back on. I'm sorry.
Okay, sir. Well, you're going. I can call your case shortly, but you need to stay on. You can put yourself back on mute.
Okay.
But I'll be calling you shortly.
Okay.
Attorney Duplessis, we have Mr. Taylor back on.
I am ready for Mr. Taylor if you would like to call him.
All right. Mr. Taylor, you can unmute yourself again.
Did you call on me yet, Your Honor? Your Honor.
Mute yourselves unless I have said your name. Mute yourself.
Did you call me?
Mute yourself unless I have called. Mute yourself unless I have called your name. I have not called your name, sir. I said Melvin Taylor.
Okay.
This is case numbers SP 1098641, count 1, charges no insurance while operating a motor vehicle on the car. SP 1098641, count 2, charges operating an unregistered motor vehicle. Today is the arraignment on the bench warrant.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Plessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. Taylor appearing by Zoom. Mr. Taylor, can you give us your full legal name for the record, please?
Malvin Lee Taylor Jr.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. And are you consenting to appear by Zoom and waiving your in-person appearance today?
Yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, first and foremost, I would respectfully request that the bench warrant be set aside against Mr. Taylor.
Court will recall all outstanding bench warrants.
Thank you. Your Honor, in regard to arraignment, I would like to stand Mr. Taylor mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
Court will enter pleas of not guilty.
Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Taylor was able to show valid insurance and registration document from the Secretary of State. I had the opportunity to speak with Prosecutor Morgan regarding his valid documentation, and there is an offer to dismiss the charges as he did go forward and get his paperwork.
And based upon counsel's representation, is that correct? Is that you said Attorney Morgan?
That's correct.
Is that correct? The dismissal?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, is that for Malvin Taylor?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, based upon the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel, this case is dismissed. Mr. Taylor, these cases are dismissed. Now, if you have any reinstatement fees to the Secretary of State, that would have to be taken care of.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
You are free to leave, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Your Honor, may I have APA in a breakout room for just a moment?
All right, we're going to put you in a breakout room.
Sounds like we have a dog there. Your Honor, if I'm able to communicate the new deal to Mr. Allen, I'm certain we can get him out of here.
Okay, and Counsel, before I put you in the rooms, I just want to note that it is noon, and at 12:30, I must break for the court staff to get a lunch because there is a 1:30 docket that is scheduled. So we need to
start speeding.
I want to do the pre-trials. And if not, with the arraignments, we'll just do the arraignments and get them a pre-trial date, but we'll finish the pre-trials definitely.
Okay.
All
Your
right.
Honor, I still do not have Azeldine. And I'm seeing a Dallas Trumbull.
Miss Edwards. Miss Edwards. Hello.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have Azeldine?
I sent it to.
I got a Kiana Azeladi, but that's not the person.
No, this is the spelling is Azeldine. Ali, that's the first name, but it's Azeldine. And who else did you say you didn't have?
I see a Dallas Trumbull.
Trimble. Would you also send Dallas Tremble? Those two are pre-trials that we want to address. Okay, so you need to speak with Mr. Allen.
Yes, just briefly.
Bernard Allen, unmute yourself, please.
Yes.
I'm sending you back into the room to speak with Attorney Duplessis.
Okay.
Okay. Did see join.
Your Honor, we are ready on Mr. Allen.
Mr. Duplessis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anyone else that you're ready to proceed on? I know I have Bernard Allen and Miss Edwards, would you please send Bernard Allen? Is he taking a plea?
Yes, he is. He is ready.
Okay, I need Mr. Bernard Allen's information. Anyone else that you've spoken with at this time?
No, I need to speak to a few more individuals, but we will move that very quickly.
Okay, I need Bernard Allen's. I will be ready to proceed shortly. Well, I can call the cases at least at this point. These are case numbers SP 2080471, count 1, operating motor vehicle with improper license plates. Count 2, no insurance on the motor vehicle. 08410-943, count 1, operating a motor vehicle with no operator's license on person. Count 2, unregistered motor vehicle. And there's also U 458-12518. And the charge is violation of the marijuana ordinance. All of these matters are before the court today for a pretrial.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. Allen appearing by Zoom. Mr. Allen, please state your full name for the record.
Bernard Allen.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Are you consenting to appear by Zoom today?
Yes.
Your Honor, an offer was made to Mr. Allen that if he pled guilty to improper license, the remaining 4 counts would be dismissed, and he would like to avail himself of that offer today.
Proper, like that was case number, which one was that?
Case number SP 208-0471.
Okay, thank you. Miss, would you raise your right hand and be sworn in, sir? Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, sir. Thank you. Mr. Allen, you are consenting to having these matters addressed today on Zoom in court?
Yes.
You also have spoken with Attorney Duplessis regarding your cases, sir?
Yes.
And you did hear what she stated, that you wish to enter a plea to, according to the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you do wish to enter a plea at this time?
Yes.
You do understand that you have a right to a trial in each of these matters?
Yes.
By entering a plea, you are giving up that right to a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
You are entering the plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
On SP 208-0471, Counsel, would you tell me the date and place of that? Do you have it in front of you?
Not have the date in front of me.
I just sent it to you, Your Honor.
Okay.
I just pulled that date up, Your Honor.
Okay, it's not coming through at this point for me, so.
That
you
would
could
be
tell me
August 6th of 2014.
where?
That would be in the city of Detroit, but there is no crossroads on the ROA.
Were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit on that date as stated by Counsel, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you were pulled over by a Detroit police officer
Yes.
and asked, let me see, what was it? I forgot what the charge was.
That is driving with an improper license.
Okay, and when asked to produce a license, was the license improper?
Yes.
Counsel, any further questions?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I am satisfied with the facts as put forth by Your Honor.
All right. I will accept the plea. And what was the recommendation to do what? To
Dismiss the 4 remaining matters.
All of the remaining matters called are dismissed. Is there anything further, Counsel, before I impose the sentence?
Your Honor, just that this is the last thing that's holding Mr. Allen up from getting his license. As soon as he pays today and pays all of his reinstatement fees, he's going to be able to go forward and be a valid driver.
Is that correct, Mr. Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to waive your fines and costs today because of the pandemic. It would have been in excess of $150.
Okay.
You will have to pay any reinstatement fees to the Secretary of State if there are any, sir.
Okay.
Anything further?
No,
Not
ma'am.
this time, Your Honor.
You are free to leave, sir.
Thank you.
All right, I would like you to, do you have Mr. Ingram's?
I do.
Is there anything you need to do with Mr. Ingram's? Do you have any recommendations or?
Yes, I just need 2 minutes to speak with him and let him know what the deal is, and we'll get it on record.
All right. Mr. Ingram, you can unmute yourself. I'm sending you to speak with the attorney Duplessis. So you can join when you see join. Okay, Ms. Edwards, do I have would you send me Mr. Ingram's? I didn't get the last person, Bernard Allen's. I don't know what happened. But would you send me Mr. Antonio Ingram? And did you send over Alzadine, Azeldine, those two?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Trimble.
And who?
Dallas Trimble, Tremble, those I need. Are you
Your
ready?
Honor, Mr. Ingram is unable to mute himself. I did leave him in the breakout room, so I can move on to someone else while he figures that out. But I can't have any conversation with him because he cannot unmute.
Okay.
Should I have Dominic Toledo? He's also for, oh, no, he's an arraignment. Never mind.
No,
But-
yeah. Let me do this, and I have it. Do you have Alzadine?
I do.
Okay. Are you ready to speak with him?
Looks like we just have, he only has one thing on the docket. Yes. Looks like.
Would you unmute Mr. Alzadine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to send you in to speak to the attorney. Okay, give me a second here.
Take your time.
Okay, here again, these when you see join, please do so.
Yes, ma'am.
Join. Mr. Ingram, have you been able to unmute yourself? We can't proceed, Mr. Ingram, with your case unless you are able to unmute yourself and speak to the attorney. But as long as you're unmuted, as long as you're muted, we can't address your matter, sir.
Your Honor, we are ready on Mr. Hazeldine.
All right, give me a second.
No problem.
And okay, I got Mr. Hazeldine, Miss Edwards. I still need Trimble.
I gotta get an offer for him, Your Honor.
What? Okay. All
Check
right.
in late.
Okay. Well.
Hello?
Check in late.
Well, okay. And who else? Well, somebody else I asked for as well. Did we get Ingram? I don't think I ever saw Ingram's.
Hello?
I don't. Hold on, please. Whoever's talking, hold on.
Okay.
I did not. I did not get Trimble's as well. What's the status on Trimble? Is there a recommendation for him?
I'm sending it.
Okay, but I need it also.
And I'm a female, by the way, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Miss Trimble. I apologize. I didn't see a face, so I made. Okay, thank you, ma'am. You can mute back. I'm just trying to get everybody that we have remaining. Okay. You're ready on Counsel. You're ready on
Hazeldine.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hazeldine, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is case number SP 1058638. The charge is entering vacant dwelling without owner's written permission. Today is the pretrial. Counsel.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Plustis for House Counsel. I am Mr. Hazeldine appearing by Zoom. Can you state your full name for the record, please?
Ali Al-Hadi Hazeldine.
Thank you, Mr. Hazeldine. Are you consenting to appear by Zoom and waiving your in-person appearance?
Yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for pretrial. I have discussed his options with him. We also discussed the difference between a bench trial and a jury trial. Knowing those differences and the rights that he would be giving up, Mr. Hazeldine would like to set this matter for a bench trial.
The court will continue the plea of not guilty and set for bench trial. Oh, well, let me ask this, Mr. Hazeldine.
Yes,
Sir.
Your Honor.
Okay, you do understand that you do have a right to a jury trial,
Yes.
and you are waiving that right to a jury trial and asking the court to set this for a trial before the judge. Is that correct?
Yes.
Court will enter a plea, continue the plea of not guilty and set trial date for May 10th, 2021, 9:00 a.m. Mr. Hazeldine, you are free to leave.
Have a good day.
One question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Meeting in the same courtroom because I didn't see
the. Yes.
Our fire alarm went off and we have to evacuate the building.
All right, then. So everyone will be on mute for a while. And she'll let me know when we can come back in. This is life. Sorry about that. Okay, meanwhile, Miss Duplessis, Mr. Hazeldine, I'm sorry, you had a question that you were asking.
Were you not aware of your court date? Is that what you're?
No,
No, so
I didn't hear his question. He didn't even ask the question. What is it,
with
sir?
today's court date, I didn't receive a Zoom meeting number. Is it going to be the same as this one?
It's the same as this one. Yes, you will, the exact
Anytime.
same number. Is that
Okay.
good? All right,
Yes.
have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Would you put yourselves on mute if maybe that's the courtroom. Whoever this is, Gregory Leon, who is this? I'm sorry, unmute
Excuse
yourself,
me, Your
sir.
Honor.
Hold on. Who is speaking, saying, excuse me?
Antonio Ingram. I was kicked out.
Okay, I need to rename you, sir. Because it just shows up as your, hold on, please.
I understand.
Okay. You could not unmute earlier.
Right.
And so the attorney could not speak with you.
Right.
That's why you were brought back into the room, and I tried to speak with you, and it did not.
I only have the call only. I don't have the video. I'm only doing the call.
But
Does that make a difference?
you still should be able to mute and unmute yourself.
Right, because I can hear her, but she couldn't hear me.
Okay. Well, let's try it again and put you into. Okay, Miss Ingram, I'm going to try it again. Are you still, you can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just going to try and see if I can put you back in the room with the attorney Duplessis, okay?
Okay.
Hold on a second.
I will.
When you see, when you see join, you put, can you join? Well, you did join before, yes, okay.
Well, yeah, but what would I do on this phone? Because it's just a call only. What would I do to join? Because I don't.
You were in the room before, so.
Okay. Well, then you put me in there automatically then. I didn't touch anything.
Okay, well then try it. Then we'll try it again then.
Okay.
And see if you can speak with her. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if it works this time. With the person Gregory Leon, and all I see is an A, would you unmute yourself? I don't have your last name.
I'm sorry.
What's the last name? I'm sorry. What's your last name?
I'm Gregory Leon Anderson.
Anderson, okay. Had you checked in this morning?
No, I actually just went on the website to join the room. I was on the docket to have a court hearing at 1:30.
Okay, well, we're not ready for the 1:30 docket yet. You would have to call back in at 1:30 for that docket. We're still addressing the morning docket, sir.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, then. See you in an hour.
All right, bye-bye.
Do I still have the court reporter? So we can, okay, yes, Attorney Duplessis.
Yes, Your Honor, you may have to shut the breakout room down to get Mr. Ingram back out, but he is ready to
Right.
take the plea.
Okay. Now, what I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get him out, but hold on a second. Okay. Okay, do we have Mr. Ingram back? Nope, he's still
No.
there. Okay. He should be coming out now. I don't know what's happening with this technology here. Okay. Meanwhile, who do you have? Let me see. Wait a minute.
Mhm.
Let me ask. Do you have Mr. Trimble?
I do not have Ms. Trumbull's offer.
Okay, the court clerk apparently did not get an opportunity to send it over before she had to evacuate the courtroom because of the fire alarm. So we're going to not be able to proceed on that yet. Okay. So, Mr. We got Mr. Ingram back out.
Yes.
Okay, but I don't think I ever got his. You have his, wait a minute, let me see. That's another one that she may not have been able to send me before.
I may be able to get enough information off the ROA to proceed. Let me see.
No, I do have Mr. Ingram.
Okay.
Okay, I do have Mr. Ingram. So let's try and do this. Hey, Mr. Ingram, are you there?
Yes, I am.
This is case number SX 367-35481. The charge is operating motor vehicle with no operator's license on person. Today is the pretrial.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. Ingram appearing by Zoom phone. Mr. Ingram, can you state your full legal name for the record?
Antonio Ingram.
Thank you, Mr. Ingram. Your Honor, this is the date and time set for pretrial. An offer has been made to Mr. Ingram that if he pled guilty to the no operator's license on person, it would be amended to a failure to display. He would like to avail himself of that offer.
Mr. Ingram, would you raise your right hand and be sworn in?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
And Mr. Ingram, you are consenting to have your matter taken care of today on this Zoom court, sir?
Yes.
You also have spoken with the attorney Duplessis regarding your case,
Yes,
and you did hear what she stated, that you wish to enter a plea and ask the court to adopt the Assistant Corporation Counsel's recommendation.
I do.
You wish to enter a plea at this time.
Yes,
You understand that you do have a right to a trial in this matter?
yes,
And by entering a plea, you are giving up that right to a trial. Do you understand that, sir?
I understand.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No,
On the date of January 27th, 2020, were you operating a motor vehicle on I-96 freeway in the city of Detroit?
yes,
And you were pulled over by a, is it state trooper or is it state trooper? Yes, Michigan State Trooper.
yes,
And you were issued a ticket you were issued a ticket by that trooper, is that correct?
yes,
And were you able to produce a valid driver's license when asked to do so by the
no,
trooper? I'm
no,
sorry.
no, I
Okay.
didn't.
All right. Let's see. Counsel, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Now, what was the recommendation?
The recommendation was the no operator's license would be amended to a failure to display.
Okay. Court will adopt the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel and amend the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, a 0-point violation. Counsel, is there anything else you wish to state before the court imposes fines and costs?
Just that Mr. Ingram really is looking forward to taking care of this and getting this charge put behind him so he doesn't have to appear at court again.
Mr. Ingram, due to the pandemic, I'm going to waive your fines and costs, which would have been in excess of $150.
Thank you.
If there's any Secretary of State reinstatement fees due, you would have to pay that to the Secretary of State, sir.
I understand.
All right. You are free to leave.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Okay.
All right. So for what we're going to do, because I'm going to need to break still, we still have the court reporter that needs their break. So did I handle, we don't have Mr. Trimble's information, is that correct?
That is correct. We do not have Ms. Tremble's report.
Okay. Now, as to that would be all that were set for pretrials today, as far as Mr. Trimble is the only person that I have.
Mr. Hussein Al-Mahi is actually set for pretrial as well, and I do have an offer for that.
Which one is that?
Hussein Al-Mahi. It's under the
Okay, I see. Okay, you're ready to proceed on that one?
Yes, I would just like to speak with him just briefly.
Okay, pardon me?
I would just like to speak with him briefly and communicate the offer.
All right, Mr. Mahi, would you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to send you into the room to speak with the attorney Duplessis. So when you see join, please do so.
Got it.
Join. All right, you ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Almia, is that it? Okay, this is case number SX 374-43672. The charge is security, and I'm not sure what that is. It's a misdemeanor set for a pretrial today. Counsel?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plus is for House Counsel. I have Mr. Almiahi here, appearing by Zoom. Could you state your full legal name for the record, please?
Hussein Almiahi.
Thank you. Mr. Almiahi, are you consenting to appear by Zoom and waive your right to an in-person appearance today?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Your Honor, the offer is if he pleads guilty to operating a motor vehicle without security, that would be amended to an improper plates, which is a no-point offense. And Mr. Almiahi would like to take that offer today.
Mr. Almiahi, you do consent to having this matter addressed today on court by Zoom?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have heard what your attorney has stated regarding the plea recommendation that you wish to enter a plea for?
Yes, ma'am.
You also understand that you do have a right to a trial in this matter?
Correct.
By entering a plea, you're giving up that right to a trial. Do you understand?
I understand.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
You are entering the plea freely and voluntarily.
Correct.
And I didn't ask you to raise, did I ask you to raise your right hand and be sworn in?
No, ma'am.
Let's do that. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. On Counsel, you're going to have to, do you have the information before you as to the date, time, and place?
Yes. Would you like me to pause here, Mr. Almiahi?
You may.
All right, Mr. Almiahi, let me take you back to July 18th of 2020. Were you operating a 2012 Chrysler in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And on that date and time, were you stopped by a police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you operating your motor vehicle without security? Mr. Almiahi?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. And on that day and time when you were stopped by a police officer, were you operating that motor vehicle without security?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Your Honor, I am satisfied. The court is also satisfied.
Court is satisfied and will accept the guilty plea and adopt the written recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel and amend the charge to improper plates.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Is there anything further you wish to state before the court imposes the sentence?
And just, I want to thank Mr. Almiahi for his patience. He's been very polite and pleasant despite the wait, and I do appreciate that. And he's here to take care of this matter, and I'm sure the court appreciates that as well.
Almiahi, I will waive your fines and costs, which would have been in excess of $150 due to the pandemic. Is there anything further you wish to state?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir. You are free to leave.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. And that's the only other person that we have information on for pre-trials. Is that correct, Mr. Trimble? We did not have the information at this time.
That's correct.
Okay.
And everyone else here is
So
arraignment.
for everyone else for arraignment on the bench warrants, I'm going to set aside their bench warrants, recall all the bench warrants, and enter pleas of not guilty and give them a pre-trial date to come back on May 10th. Okay. So when I call your name, please unmute yourself and identify yourself for the record. Dominique Toledo.
Yes.
Okay, your charge is operating a motor, well, let me, for the names that I'm getting ready to call. Yes, okay, that's fine. Next, Marquise Turner.
Yes.
Okay. Anthony Tyson. Anthony Tyson?
Yes.
All right. So for Mr. I'm going to call all of the cases. Mr. Toledo's case number is SP 110325591. The charge is no insurance while operating a motor vehicle. Mr. Turner, SP 5102811. Charge is unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, improper license. Count 3, no insurance on the motor vehicle. Mr. Tyson, SP 9701771. Charges operating unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, improper plates on the vehicle. Count 3, no insurance on the motor vehicle. He also has SX 37192012, license, improper license plate, and 184788981, no insurance on motor vehicle. I'm sorry, and I also, Miss Sheena Allen, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay, and Miss Sheena Allen has SP 5298471. Driving while license not valid. She has a second driving while license not valid, SX 2952411 and 154024521. Operating a motor vehicle with no operator's license. And she also we had some civil infractions that were to be added that's not on the docket today. I don't have, I think it's T529545 counts 1, 2, and 3, and 529 T529481. Those are not on the docket. They're civil infractions. For each of these defendants, I am entering.
Your Honor?
Yes.
May I briefly interrupt? We also have Tony Adams, who is also scheduled for an arraignment on the bench.
Mr. Adams is on the, thank you. I did not see.
Absolutely.
Okay, Tony Adams, could you unmute yourself, please? And identify yourself, sir.
Yeah, Tony Adams.
Okay, thank you. And his is SP 106611581. And the charge was operating a motor vehicle with no operator's license. Again, all of the persons' names and cases that I've called are here today for arraignment on the bench warrant. Counsel, you may.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ashley Plusses for House Counsel, P82896. On behalf of all the defendants named, I would respectfully request that the court set aside the bench warrants and allow them to proceed on to pretrial.
Court will set aside all outstanding bench warrants for the names defendants called earlier and enter a plea of not guilty, set pretrials for each defendant called for May 10th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m.
Can I say something?
Who's speaking?
Anthony Tyson?
Yes, Mr. Tyson.
Yes. So there's no way I could just pay because I was hoping to have my license way
No
before
way you could, no way you can pay, sir. These are misdemeanor cases. So I'm going to have it, you have to have it for a pretrial for May 10th. So May 10th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. is the pretrial. And each of you will be, if you have not posted a bond, will be released on a personal bond. It means you're not posting any money.
I posted a
for these
bond already.
cases. I said, if you have not posted a bond, I'm speaking to everyone. I said, each of you will be released on a personal bond if you have not already posted a bond. So if you posted a bond, your bond is continued. If you have not posted a bond, you're released on a personal bond. And the personal bond means that you must appear at the next court appearance or a warrant would be issued for your arrest. So all of you are free to leave and to return on May 10th. The same numbers that you dialed today would be the number that you would be dialing for May 10th at 9:00 a.m.
Excuse me.
We've been on here for
Can I
4
ask-
hours for that.
Mr. Tyson, I think you want to understand that a lot has been going on today, and you're the one that's scheduled for a court date. And we can't handle what if we set an appearance for one person at a time, you really wouldn't have a court date. So we have a lot of people to address, and we've addressed a lot of people today. But yours is an arraignment. This is what's happening. Actually, sir, the court is actually shut down right now because there was a fire alarm. And so the court clerk is not even in the courtroom, but thanks to Zoom, I'm able to proceed. But I can't do much more anyway, because the court clerk is not in the building because the building has been evacuated. I'm not in the building, sir. So please understand that, yes, you are in court today for as many hours as you say you have, but this is the way it goes, unfortunately. So you're free to leave. Come back on May 10th, Mr. Tyson. Who else had a question?
Excuse me, Mr. Toledo did.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're getting pushed back because we have misdemeanor?
No, sir. No, sir. You've been arraigned. You've come to court today for your arraignment on the bench warrant, and I set you a pretrial date.
Okay, quick question as well. I thought I didn't have a warrant anymore because I went to 36th District Court.
Whatever, sir. Well, it's set today for arraignment on the bench warrant. So I have made sure all of the warrants have been recalled. So even if you didn't have, they've all been recalled. So there's no warrants out there.
I had a question too, Your Honor.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me finish addressing Mr. Toledo. He's had a question, so I have to make sure he understands. Yes, sir, Mr. Toledo. Anything further?
No, I was just curious. I thought, like I said, I thought I had my warrant already had been lifted.
It may have been, sir, but they put you on the docket for an arraignment on the bench warrant, so that's what I have to do. If it's been recalled, then it won't have to be recalled again. But some people are still out there. So if it's been recalled, it's certainly been recalled today. Okay. So there's no warrants outstanding.
Okay, and you said May 23rd?
No, sir. I said May 10th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m.
Okay.
You're free to leave, sir.
Thank you.
Your
Was there
Honor,
another
Trumbull? She was supposed to be here for a pretrial. This is the individual we were.
Okay, I understand that. Hold on, Ms. Trumbull, just hold on. Okay. Yes, Mr. Adams.
Your Honor, yeah, I just had one question, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
What was my charge today?
Operating with no license.
Vehicle with no operator's license on person.
And I got a call back on May the 10th.
That's your pretrial date, sir. You've been arraigned. That was what you were in court today for, an arraignment to advise you of what the charges are. You will be.
So Your Honor, I ain't got
Yeah,
no
you
warrant
have to
out
go
for
to
my
trial.
arrest.
Pardon me? Pardon me? You froze, sir. Okay. It froze.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Adams.
So I ain't got no warrant out for my arrest?
Sir, that's what I just did when I recalled all outstanding warrants. That's what I just did on the record.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Have a blessed day. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I see you made a 10th.
Okay, sir. Have a good afternoon.
Robert Anthony's here.
Yes. Who? Do you
Robert-
have a 130? No, oh, sir, Mr.
Robert
Anthony.
Anthony at
1:30.
I didn't even choose to
1:30.
have a pre-trial. I'm
Did you
lost.
have an afternoon docket? You have scheduled for 1:30, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
That's when you call back. It's not 1:30. It's
okay.
12:54, 1:30.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Adams, you can leave. And okay. We're gonna do it like this. And Miss Trimble was the only person. Now, Miss Trimble, all I can do for you today, you were set for a pretrial, is have you come back this afternoon if you wish to, or else you can get another court date to come back. But we can't do anything at this point because we don't have your recommendation for the pretrial.
I understand, but I also have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Like today, I've been up since about 7 o'clock. I had to kind of figure the new technology out as far as the virtual thing or whatnot. So I had a hard problem logging on, and I was supposed to go to court on the 24th. I got 3 or 4 other tickets that's a pre-trial. Is there anyhow I can get them taken care of? Because I need my license.
I'm sorry, you have another court date as well,
yes,
or
it was Wednesday. I got 4 more other tickets. It was Wednesday on the 24th with the same judge at 9 o'clock, and I couldn't get into the virtual thing on time. So I had to reschedule them and reschedule for 4 weeks, and I already been waiting 5 months just to have this.
okay. Well, all I can say at this time, Miss Trimble, is that I don't know whether do you know which judge it was supposed to be? No, yes. You would have to be the same.
It's the same judge. All these tickets that I have is the same judge that I have for today. It's Garnett.
Well, she's no longer on the docket, so it's now courtroom 437. She's no longer, I mean, she's no longer doing this docket. So okay, so when was it rescheduled for?
It was rescheduled for next month on the 24th.
What's next month? May, what's that, February, March? Okay, so we'll have to try, we can try and get all of your tickets pulled back up, ma'am. We can try, but as you know, right now, we don't even have the court open because of the fire situation, so fire alarm situation. So if you want to call back at what, 1:30, well, maybe I'd say 1:45.
Yeah, because I see about 2 people came in for 1:30 already. So
right, call back at 1:45, and we'll see what we can do.
And one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you call back? It took, like I say, from the tickets from yesterday, trying to get, I don't really know how to go about it.
Did you have the information to call in today? What number did you use to call in today?
I didn't use the number. I just went to the Zoom hearing, the 36district.org, and then I went about it that way. And I ended up here. I kept going to the wrong courtroom, and they guided me to you.
Okay, so unfortunately, I don't know that answer because the court clerk would know that answer as to how to call in I don't know, because that's
I
not,
just
that,
do it like I just did. How I went
well,
about
let
it
me
this
give you
time.
this, let me give you this phone number.
Okay.
313, you ready?
Yes.
313-965-2405.
So when I call back around 2,
That's the court
just dial
clerk.
that
Yeah. Yes, this is the court clerk for this courtroom. So hopefully you'll get her and she can tell you how to call in. Okay. That's the court clerk.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay.
So about 1:45
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
See you later. Thank you.
All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, you're free to leave, ma'am. You're
Okay.
free to leave.